You have 1 minute left in your setup period. I would like to remind observers and judges to turn off cell phones and handheld devices. You may now begin your presentation.
What happens when critical systems fail, or when opportunities never meet someone at all?
Communities depend on systems they rarely think about. Clean water flowing underground and access to skills that unlock opportunity.
When these systems work, life moves forward. When they fail, the impact is immediate.
At Enactus SAIT, we believe students can be problem solvers. Through entrepreneurial action, we create solutions that strengthen communities.
Today, we are presenting two initiatives doing just that. HydraHerder, protecting vital water infrastructure, and Case Clash, empowering youth through real-world entrepreneurial experience, driving impact across 9 UN Sustainable Development Goals.
Environmental sustainability begins with strengthening systems that communities depend on. That's why we focus on resilient infrastructure, ensuring essential resources like water are protected through our initiative, HydraHerder.
A few months ago, a water pipe ruptured in my neighborhood. 19 homes, including mine, lost access to water. No sinks, no toilets, no showers. We lined up at emergency water trucks just to brush our teeth. 1.3 million more faced heavy water restrictions for over 3 months. I never realized how much we depend on systems we never see until one of mine failed.
But this isn't rare. Since June 2024, 2 catastrophic water main breaks have disrupted homes across Calgary and 4 other municipalities.
The first one alone cost $38 million to repair. And this is not just Alberta. Across Canada, over $100,000 worth of water infrastructure is in poor condition right now. And people always ask, how did no one see this coming?
Pipe operators already collect the data, age, soil, break history. They're data rich, but inside poor.
So they operate reactively. A pipe breaks, crews scramble, roads close, and residents lose water.
We wanted to understand why.
According to a 2025 APEGA report, high fluoride concentration soil is corroding the pipes, and the same failure is happening across North America.
But knowing the cause hasn't solved the problem. We spoke with more than 20 water utility professionals, from operations managers to engineers, and they all point to the same industry-wide gap. They don't predict which pipe will fail next.
And it's costing municipalities millions.
That's why we built HydraHerder, a predictive analytics platform that tells water utilities which pipes are most likely to fail before they break.
We do this in 3 steps. Connect to utility data, analyze with machine learning, and alert the operators with the where, when, and why.
Here's what HydraHerder looks like in practice. An operations director at a water utility opens our risk map, spots the alert zones, and reads an alert that tells them exactly which pipe is at risk and why.
Today's tools only do this with static records. HydraHerder goes further in 3 ways. We add dynamic environmental data, a 3D digital twin pinpointing the pipe, and the factors driving each risk.
We have a working prototype trained on real city of Calgary data, with engineering advisory from St. Earth and machine learning support from Surality Research.
We tested it against the same failure the official Calgary report flagged. And our model is 83% accurate at predicting pipe failures.
Our team of 11 students spans business, engineering, and AI, with an advisory board of 30+ years combined expertise in civil engineering and enterprise software deployment.
Our work was recognized at the Bentley iTwin for Good Challenge and top 10 projects nationally in the League of Innovators. $5,000 in funding and We also brought our pitch to over 200 engineers in North America's largest conference for pipeline integrity.
We have two customer segments: municipalities who own the pipes and engineering firms who are hired by the municipalities.
Our pricing scales with the size of the water network. A $30,000 covers the first 1,000 kilometers of pipe. Beyond that, $30 per kilometer annually. Comparatively, our competitors would charge $50,000 to $80,000.
A mid-sized city would pay us $60,000 a year. For this, our operating costs are around $16,000, which is a 73% margin.
We attract customers through paid pilots. We deploy HydraHerder for 12 weeks. Once they see the results, we can scale to a full annual subscription.
We have been in talks with 2 engineering firms to help improve our product for market readiness.
By 2028, we aim to be working with 6 customers, bringing in approximately $220,000 in annual recurring revenue. By 2030, we will scale across Canada where the same failure mechanism is creating the same risk.
Most people never think about their water until it's gone.
We're a team from the city that this happened to, and every pipe we save is a community that keeps its water. This
is HydraHerder.
Resilient infrastructure is just one side of opportunity, of sustainability. The next is opportunity, building skills for the future.
That's where Case Clash comes in.
Social impact and economic empowerment are at the heart of Case Clash.
We engage the next generation of business owners by working directly with high school students to create a space to explore entrepreneurship through real-world challenges.
Today's students are asking for hands-on experience. Research by Forbes showed that 62% of high school students want to start their own business, and 37% want to learn how.
Entrepreneurship is built through practice. Yet, many students lack accessible opportunity to apply business concepts and solve real problems. That gap is exactly where Case Clash steps in.
Each year, we partner with a local small business and work directly with them to understand the real operational challenge they are facing.
From that, we designed an original case study based on real-world situations and data from our partner.
Before the competition, students participate in a skills-based workshop covering essentials like case analysis, public speaking, and time management.
Teams of 3 to 4 students pitch their solutions to a panel of judges who assess them based on feasibility, scalability, and sustainability.
Past cases include companies such as Screamfest, Cobb's Exotic Animal Rescue, and this year we are partnering with Skydiving Extreme Calgary.
Student recommendations have helped improve company revenues, including an overall increase of $63,000 for Screamfest.
Other ideas sparked the creation of Enactus SAIT's project Flora for Fauna, which raised $8,000 for Cobb's Exotic Animal Rescue.
Last year, we expanded Case Clash and went global.
In April of 2025, we hosted our first international Case Clash competition, comprising 4 teams from Kenya, India, and the Philippines.
This expansion was well supported by our Campus International Center, who offered $36,000 in scholarships for the top participants to attend SAIT.
But building a meaningful program is only half the battle.
The greatest challenge for Case Clash has always been recruitment of participants.
We identified a strong opportunity to sustain and scale our domestic competition through collaboration with the Calgary Board of Education.
When finalized, this partnership would allow us to present directly at the CBE Teachers Conferences, reaching 250 Calgary high schools and over 16,000 educators.
For 2026 Case Clash International, we plan to create a streamlined way to recruit high school participants by connecting with over 150 Enactus chapters worldwide.
Our effort was also recognized by the Jean Sauvé Foundation, which provided us $2,500 to support the operations of Case Clash.
However, in October 2025, Alberta faces the largest teacher strike in its history, impacting 51,000 teachers and over 730,000 students.
This disruption made it difficult to re-engage with CBE and delayed the finalization of our agreement. Additionally, the strike led to the cancellation of clubs and activities. This reduced the students' interest and made it difficult to launch Case Clash.
To ensure students both domestically and around the world have access to entrepreneurial learning, we had to pivot.
In order to recover, we followed 2 strategies, domestic and international.
For our domestic competition, we built a relationship with Calgary Public Libraries to advertise our event through their community spaces. Through this campaign, we were able to attract 3 teams for our domestic competition.
We also rescheduled the competition to the end of April to better accommodate the schedules of the participants.
When the strike ended in November, we worked to reconnect with CBE. In April 2026, communication was re-established and CBE featured Case Clash in their newsletters. This exposure helped recruit 2 additional teams within just 1 week and build a foundation for a long-term partnership.
Through this collaboration, we expect to have 20 students for our domestic Case Clash competition this year.
To support our international expansion, we empowered 10 Enactus SAIT ambassadors to utilize their network in their country of origin and engage high school administrators to recruit participants for Case Clash International.
We also leveraged the international schools database to connect over 200 global secondary schools. Currently, we are navigating complex international legal framework to turn this strategy into future partnerships.
That being said, for Case Clash International, we still plan to host a competition this year through the help of SAIT's International Recruitment Network and by continuing to offer winning teams scholarships at SAIT.
Looking forward, we plan to expand Case Clash across Alberta and to additional countries. We will introduce at least 2 business cases, allowing students to develop strategies that reflect the realities of their local business environment.
Next year, we'll continue our partnership with Calgary Board of Education, streamlining registration and scaling participation. Based on this year's results, we expect to recruit at least 10 teams.
We also plan to host standalone competitions for high schools who have expressed interest in additional programming.
Water is something we seldom think about until it runs out. And many young people never see themselves as entrepreneurs until someone gives them the opportunities to act.
Through HydraHerder, communities protect vital water infrastructure and prevent environmental risks.
Through Case Clash, young people build confidence, real-world skills, and economic opportunity.
Innovation, business, and action, creating measurable impact for people, planet, and prosperity.
Driving impact by advancing 9 UN Sustainable Development Goals through innovation, with over 6,800 hours, 2 projects, and 76 changemakers. This is our story.
We inspire,
We create,
we are